What's going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. We're back again with some more GARP challenge. Yesterday, I just uploaded the Douglas Bullet team against the strength variation. Now we're going to be focusing on the next one. So, of course, if you guys have no idea how these work, there are specific Chopper Man missions that you have to try and complete. As I said, yesterday, we just completed the strength boss against we built a strength team against the boss, and now we're building a DEX team. However, this team, like the Dofi mission team that we made, can pretty much clear 3 missions at once. It's pretty impressive, right? So this team here that we're aiming to build is a DEX, Striker, and a Powerhouse team. So this will be clearing 3 missions. Now, even though this will be clearing 3 missions at once, I will still upload a separate video for Strikers and a separate video for Powerhouse as well. So it'll be somewhat similar, but either way, let's see how this team works out. We do have Rare Recruit Jack, Neo Neptune, Sandozonia, and Hody Jones. These are actually, I think, the exact same units I brought against the Dofi challenge for the Dex Striker Powerhouse variation. So if you have the available units, this is going to be a pretty ideal team to build against this particular GARP challenge, which is good. So this is Revolutionary Army number 1. As I said, if you wanted to check out the Dofi challenges, I made a full playlist. You should be able to check them out in the description. And yes, we do have some Kaidos up. I was going to say, because I am recording this currently in the middle of a treasure map, so finding certain friend captains might be a bit difficult. So let's get into it. GARP challenge number 1. Against the Revolutionary Army. Let's go ahead and get into it. So there are no real useful support effects that I am using. They're all just stat boosting relating ones, but I don't really think this team should have too many troubles, really, considering how strong the end of turn damage of Kaido is. It's going to be pretty crazy to see how he goes about it. So let's see how we go. So stage 1, if you guys don't know how this stage works, basically you want to kill the enemies that have the same color as what your team has. Now, because in this situation, we have a full board of Dex characters, we want to kill the Dex enemy. But of course, Kaido's end of turn damage is going to do all the heavy lifting for us, which is great. So let's just pass a turn. I don't know who has the weakest attack. I feel like it's Sandozonia has the weakest attack. I'm not really too sure. Or it might be Neptune. I have no idea. It doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, so the Dex character will go ahead and give us the full special charge time, which is the ideal way to be going about it. Just kill the enemies that have the same color as the units that you currently have on your team. So next is going to be Kuma. Kuma has, is it 2.25 million HP. I've got a notepad on the side with some info. And he does have the defense up. Now, in this team here, we are just going to pass turns. There's no real reason for us to do anything. We can literally just pass turns. No problem whatsoever. We don't really have to deal with too much here. So we are going to wait until his defense is gone, and then we'll go ahead and we'll be able to kill him after that, which is going to be good. Now, we are burnt here, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not going to be too much of a problem here. So, of course, that happens. We're going to take another hit. Yeah, and then we should be good from here. The end of turn damage should be able to clear because there's 3 hits of like 400 times his attack, so no real problems there. Alright, so next stage is against the Nico Robin stage, right. So, if you guys don't know how this stage works, your captains will be binded for 5 turns. Yeah, it's 5 turns, right. So this is quite annoying, but it's not that bad because what we're going to be doing is we are going to just pass a turn. And we are going to let the end of turn damage of the Kaido deal with this, and just basically wait off the bind. Like, we don't actually have to use any specials here. Like, obviously you could use Hody to unbind your character, but we're gonna save Hody for a little bit later on. No real big deal there. Stage 4 against Inazuma and Ivankov. This stage is a little tricky as well. So they both have, well, Inazuma has 2.25 and Ivankov has just under 3 million HP. And what happens here is one of your characters in the middle row is blown away. So in this example, it's going to be Sandozonia, and they have delay and poison immunity. So you can still reduce their defense, but you can't apply any like poison or delay effects. After turn 2, if Inazuma is still alive, then he gives you 10 turns of slot bind. So you do want to kill him before turn 2, and you want to kill Ivankov before turn 4, because if you don't, 4 turns of blowaway is going to happen to a random character. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these bomb slots, and then the end of turn damage should just kill this entire stage, which is pretty cool. 1 hit, 2 hit, and then the 3 hit, there we go. Next stage is Morlae, I believe. Morlae and Bello Betty, yeah. So on this stage here, well, Morlae has 4.2, nearly 4.3 million HP. but Bello Betty only has 1,000,000, so the end of turn damage from Kaido is just going to kill. And the thing here is after turn 3, Mole is going to have a really low cooldown and remove your accumulated damage buff, which is basically remove beneficial effects, but also get rid of the, you know, V2 Dofi, V2 Katakuri, Mihawk effects, like those type of accumulated damage effects. And Bello Betty doesn't really do much, so it's not really that bad. We can just focus our attacks on Mole, and that's basically it. Like, we don't really need to do much here. We just need to just keep attacking Mole, and like that's it. Like, we don't really need to do anything. But next stage that will come around, we will actually have to start using specials here. Let's go ahead and just remove these slots here, and then move on to the next stage. Like, you see, Kaido just, he decimates these GARP challenge number 1s. The number 2s are way more difficult, but you know, Revolutionary Army number 1, Heavenly Demon number 1, he just destroys it. It's very impressive. So in this stage, this is where we have Lindbergh and Karasu. Karasu has, Lindbergh and Karasu both have 2.25 million HP, and they have a delay immunity, so you can still reduce their defense and stuff, but the bind, this is where we've got Colosseum Hody, so we can actually go ahead and use the Hody special to cut the health by 20%, as well as removing that bind, which is good. And because they've only got 2.25, we can actually just get rid of these slots, and then the end of turn damage should deal with both of them, no problems, especially because Karasu's quick. The Kaido end of turn damage should give us the super effective damage to just get through. Yeah, sweet, no problem. So already at the boss stage, extremely quick, already at the boss stage, right? So this is, this Sabon Koala is a little tricky, because what happens is they have 10 million HP, but luckily we do get an additional health cut there. But what they do is that they have the effect to remove beneficial effects, so obviously Kaido's effect is going to get removed, and you can see that we got the color affinity, we'll talk about that in a sec. But we can just use the double Kaido to give us the effects back. But they also will cut your health in half, and they burn you. So this is also going to be a problem in the fact that because we're burnt, we're going to take a lot of damage here, which is kind of a problem. So we actually have to make sure we don't hit like perfects and stuff, but because we have the Zunisha ship, it's actually going to be tricky. Now, because we have 8,700, we can actually, well, with auto healing, we can actually hit 3 perfects, a maximum of 3 perfects. Yeah, we can do that. But we do have a bunch of health cuts here. Now, another thing we have to talk about is this. The attacks lose type effects. So this is only when it's going to be applied to a team where your captain is a DEX character on this fight. Against the Dofi fight, if one of your captains is quick, then you'll also get this inflicted to your team. What this means is that DEX characters lose all their color affinity. So against strength units, they hit for neutral damage, and against quick units, they hit for neutral damage. They just lose all their color affinity altogether, which is a good thing for this fight, because if you have a full DEX team against a 10 million HP strength enemy, it's going to be a bit of a problem to break through. But in this circumstance here, we're just going to use all the specials. We're going to have a bunch of health cuts from the 2 Kaidos. We're going to have a health cut from the Jack. And then we're going to also use the Sanderzonia to give us the attack boost, and the full board of matching slots reduces their defense. And we don't need to use this here. This doesn't remove burn or anything. If we actually, you know what, it would have been better actually if we put the support of the Fortnite Shirahoshi on, because I think that would have actually removed all the burn that we would have got inflicted. Either way, we can hit a maximum of 3 perfects because of auto heal. So we hit good, and then we'll hit 3 perfects, and we'll see how we go. Let's go. Good, and then 3 perfects. There we go. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, and now they revive with 500,000 HP. But that's basically it. We can just pass the turn, and then Kaido's gonna just kill with the end of turn damage. There we go. And there we go. DEX Striker Powerhouse is now complete. I think this one is a little bit more tricky for the Kaido team to clear, but it is still able to clear it. So there we go. I would probably suggest don't bring the Zunisha ship. Make it something else that doesn't make your perfects easier to hit, and you can clear it a little bit easier. But no problems. We did clear the DEX, the Striker, and the Powerhouse team all in one. So we get 3 gems for clearing it. We get the Limit Break Orb for DEX. And then we'll also get some Universal Skill Books or Almighty Manuals for the Striker and Powerhouse one as well. So there's the Powerhouse one. And we get some lobsters as well. We get plenty of lobsters as well. And then the Striker book. There we go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys want a team to clear it relatively quickly, then this is going to be one of the ones to do for sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, breaking down the DEX Striker Powerhouse team against the Revolutionary Army GARP Challenge number 1. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.